swimming towards a vicious dream. Don't you know we're the walking dead, dead, dead? Our lives were meant to be this bleak. Somehow they got into our heads, heads, heads. We're wide awake, yet still asleep. We're the walking, we're the walking, fear and hatred, dull and jaded. It's all been debated and manipulated. Nothing's ever as it seems. We're bound to believe everything they scream. Don't you know we're the walking dead, dead, dead? Our lives were meant to be this bleak. Somehow they got into our heads, heads, heads. We're wide awake, yet still asleep. We're the walking dead. We're the walking dead, dead. Oh, 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 oh. We're the walking dead. We're the walking dead, dead. Oh, 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 oh. Highly sedated, intoxicated. We're automated and overpopulated. Don't you know we're the walking dead, dead, dead? Our lives were meant to be this bleak. Somehow they got into our heads, heads, heads. We're wide awake, yet still asleep. We're the walking dead. We're the walking dead, dead. Oh, 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 oh. We're the walking dead. We're the walking dead, dead. Oh, 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 oh. Highly sedated, intoxicated. We're automated and overpopulated. We're all fish in a stream, swimming towards a vicious dream. Don't you know we're the walking dead, dead, dead? Our lives were meant to be this bleak. Somehow they got into our heads, heads, heads. We're wide awake, yet still asleep. We're the walking, we're the highly sedated, intoxicated. We're automated and overpopulated. Don't you know we're the walking dead, dead.
Hi there. They call me the governor. And I'm here with Tomaj from Big Bro Little Sis Reacts. And everyone else is late. So we had to do some Walking Dead trivia, but while we're waiting for some other people, welcome to the stream. And if you have questions for us about reacting or our thoughts on The Walking Dead or, how I see out of one eye and not get really annoyed, feel free to ask those questions in the chat. I see there's a few of you there. So thanks for joining us. So,
y'all, go ahead.
No, you first.
I was gonna do some shameless self-promotion.
Go ahead.
Y'all, I posted the Rare Wedding. Traumatizing. A few people have messaged me or added me and was like, you made me cry. They were like, I don't usually cry when watching other reactor, but listen, that was an emotional roller coaster. Go watch that reaction. And not if you haven't seen the show. If you haven't seen the show, watch the show. If you can handle, The Walking Dead without a filter. If you can handle that, Game of Thrones is for you. And I recommend going through the experience. It is a wild ride. But most of y'all already seen it. This is almost like a decade old. But listen, check that reaction out, y'all. It does not disappoint.
So I see Cody's in the chat. Cody, we still have a gift card for you. Well,
yeah, Cody, you never emailed me. I'm gonna put it. It's under my email's under all my videos, but I'm gonna put it in the chat again so you can email me so I can send you your gift card.
Yeah, hi Phyllis and Gladys and Miss Kayla. And Gladys says that you made me cry too. So
listen, Gladys can vouch for me, y'all. That was some serious trauma that I went through. Check that one out, y'all. Stream it. More people that watch, more people that like, the more it gets spread, the more people can share my pain.
And pain shared is pain multiplied. Something like that.
Exactly.
So I found out something interesting this weekend. Remember when Michael Biehn was The Walking Dead? He was in that one episode where they invaded that building where Negan's wife was, and he was the leader of the cult or the group or whatever. Well, it's interesting because he was considering retiring from acting, and he had such a good experience playing that. He said, "Nah, I think I'm gonna keep going." So The Walking Dead saved his career. If you don't know who he is, he's Kyle Reese in the original Terminator. And he's been in a number of things, Aliens as well. But he was that guy who got shot. So,
wow.
And tortured and all that.
Didn't another of our veteran actors on The Walking Dead say that the show saved their career? Wasn't it? I know Paola said that, Walking Dead was definitely like a game changer for her. And was it somebody else? Was it Ross as well?
Ross was actually planning on giving up acting entirely. And his agent called him and said, they want to see you down in Atlanta. And he's like, well, I was going to go to New York and be a writer instead. And his agent begged and pleaded, and he said, fine, I'll go down there. And I think that I hear a lot from actors that sometimes when they go into an audition and they really don't care if they get it or not, and they just, do what they want, and, that's usually when they get it. So he was not expecting to get the role. He got it, and that kept him in the acting circle, so which benefits all of us, I think.
It does, and he was able to even go on and do some Marvel stuff, which is amazing. So good for Ross and Paola too. I love Paola. I hope she continues and goes on and does some more things, because I wish so much that we get more Princess, because I just love that character. She's very underrated.
Well, if they bring back Tales of the Walking Dead, but this time do it with
You're right.
backstories and, or continuations of stories from the Walking Dead main cast as well. I don't mind some new stuff here and there, but if they do half the episodes, with, legacy cast, that would be awesome.
Exactly. There are so many stories they could even blend it in. Like, it doesn't even have to solely focus on our characters, but if a story unexpectedly, thrusts us and like has them cross paths with one of our characters, that would be cool. Like, say for example, one of our characters went through the city Princess was in, and she was going crazy. Remember, she was saying that she was scaring people out. Like, just little things like that would have been cool to see. Like
a little cameo where she jumps out and says hi, and they're like, I'm out of here.
Yeah, like just little, like if they want to focus on new, blend it with the old, so that we can get a little something that so fans feel rewarded, so I can feel like I'm getting some value out of those Tales episodes, because most of them are not like rewatchable, in my opinion.
I haven't even watched them all. I got to go back. We got a question from Daniel. So will AMC ever do that Governor spinoff? Well, I hope so. I mean, I actually think what they should do is go ahead and cast me as him younger and do like his backstory, and then get David to come in for like after the apocalypse starts, and somehow he gains 2 inches, and but that could be an interesting thing, or cast me as his brother. But I don't know if they're ever going to do a Governor spinoff. I'd love to see something. I would like to see a Tales of the Walking Dead where maybe they bring back Rooker and they show how the Governor and Rooker met up. I actually had a whole fan film I was going to do about that, where the Governor's out there with Martinez and Chumper and a few other people, and they come across Merle and they decide to help him. And Merle gets mouthy about, because he was throwing around that N-word quite a lot in the first episode.
Yeah.
And, have the Governor basically say, look, there's the dead and there's the living. We ain't got time for any of that other shit. So you either change your attitude or we're going to leave you here. And, that could be a powerful scene, I think.
They could have. They're very strong actors, and no doubt that with the material they had, they nailed their roles. So I definitely wouldn't be opposed to seeing those two and how they got started, and just more of like how the Governor got started in general. Like what led him down that path to doing, what he did. Like, because when we first kind of see him, he's this upstanding guy, and then you kind of see by the end when he murders those military people, it's like, okay, there's more than meets the eye of this guy. So it's like, what got him to that point? I haven't read the comics yet. It's on my to-do list, but so I would like to see more of like how he got to that, because I don't think he just started the apocalypse like, yeah, I'm gonna murder people. Like that's just not, especially because he had his daughter. So
well, I read the books, and in the books he had a negative experience with some national god. So
that makes sense.
He might have figured he wants their equipment, but he doesn't want the attitude and these National Guardsmen coming in and just being, trying to take over, because he actually took over Woodbury from a bunch of National Guardsmen who were basically abusing their power. So,
see, I didn't know that. See, they could tell that story, and I'd be interested.
Yeah,
especially with David Morrissey.
And me as a supporting role, of course, right?
Well, of course. They're gonna cast me as a walker.
That would be really cool, actually. So Haley says, hi, Guy. I love your reactions. So since it's not plural, I'm going to take it that it's for you.
Thank you, Haley.
And Salad TWD says, hi, guys. Been watching the show for 11 years. I love watching you lot react. Appreciate that. We like to react. I'm actually, I don't know if I probably mentioned this before, but I have done 4 or 5 episodes of The Governor Reflects, which is starting at episode 1, and I'm going to finish up season 1, and then I'm going to release those. on the YouTube channel. They were going to be a Patreon exclusive, and I got so far behind, and there's only 2 people on Patreon, so I want to do it for more people than 2. Yeah, so the Governor Reflex is coming, and then I'll go through season 2 and 3. I'll actually go up, because I didn't start doing full-on reactions until sometime in season 8, so I want to do reactions for everything the proper way. Even though I started the Governor Reacts with first episode of season 7, those were more reviews, so we're going to do full-on reactions all the way up. So it's going to take me a while, keep me busy. And, of course, we got cons and other stuff that's going on, so.
I just asked my sister tonight, I'm like, will you ever watch The Walking Dead? She was like, no, not my cup of tea. I'm like, but why? I tried, y'all. I tried. I would have reacted with her. She will not do it. But granted, she has seen up until season 4. It's the Governor's fault, honestly, that she stopped. When she saw Herschel die, that was the last time she looked at The Walking Dead. That just had traumatized her. She just mentioned that tonight. She was like, because she saw I have a canvas of Maggie, and she was like, oh yeah, she thought Glenn was the one that got his head cut off. I was like, that's not exactly what happened with his head. Something happened with his head, but wasn't that? Like, that was Herschel. She was
it
like,
was
oh, yeah,
eye-popping, I'll say that.
Yeah, but yeah, so I tried to get her to watch it, but she won't. My mom's already seen up until Rick left, and so yeah, and she would have been a good reactor. She'd be jumping and screaming and hollering. I used to make her watch it, and I would sit there and watch her just for her reaction, and I'm like, I should have recorded it back then. It was so good.
So this Kayla says The Walking Dead was a lifesaver for a lot of people, and that's what makes the show special. It definitely drew a lot of people together, though, you know, there are some people who took it too far, like I recently came across the meme that I made after that woman bit Norman at a Walker Soccer Con. She just became overwhelmed. She's doing a photo op with Norman and Rooker, and just bit Norman.
That's so crazy to me. I never had the urge to bite somebody. When I was a kid, this guy, well, he wasn't a guy, he was a kid. He used to just, I don't know, I was in preschool, he used to bite me. Like, no apparent reason. Like, I was trying to be cool with him, he would just bite me all the time. And he got removed from my class. And then, funny enough, he ended up being my neighbor and moved a few houses down, and he still bit me. So I was getting bit.
I don't know what it is about you that makes people want to bite you, but.
And I was such a nice
Norman.
kid. I didn't hit him back. I didn't do anything. I just.
Maybe if you smashed him in the face, he would have stopped.
I was not prepared for the Walker apocalypse back then. I would have just gotten eaten, clearly. So.
They also say that for John Bernthal, Shane, the show was a game changer for him. Melissa McBride said she was retiring from acting before she got the part of Carol. And Tiffany, you are very late. Let's see. We haven't even started the trivia yet, so we're going to give a few more minutes while I go through these comments, and then we'll figure out if we should just start the trivia with you guys, and you can all bash on Machond when she gets here.
It's actually not her fault. I'm talking to her now. She had a family emergency, but she is still coming.
Okay, well, that's excusable. And Werewolf is unable to attend. And she thrashed our asses last week anyway.
She did. She crushed y'all.
Yeah. So this week I'd like to say I studied up, but I didn't.
Yeah, well, this week we're going to use the dice. There's a dice. I'm going to roll it into this bowl. And there are categories for each color that is on the die. So purple is characters, blue is episodes, pink is the dead, orange is locations, yellow is events / milestones, and green is the wild card. So I'll be reading the corresponding questions to whatever color I roll, just to make it fair. So, because I picked a lot of hard questions.
You did,
so
you bastard.
This time it'll be fair.
Well, what we'll do, we'll ask the questions. I'll write down my answer. I won't look at the chat. You'll have to look at the chat. So, but and then when time is up, we'll take a look and see who did it. Lori,
that's what we're doing. I was reading that. Yeah, that's why we got trivia night, Lori.
We're waiting for the spin-offs as well. So, and hopefully
Speaking
my
of
Governor
that,
Reflex will help out with that until we get the spin-offs. So for something fresh for me to react to. Who knows? I may even go back and react to The World Beyond if I get really bored. I don't know if I'll get that bored.
Don't do World Beyond season 2. That was it was a lot better, especially with Jadis got in the mix. That is some of the best character work from Jadis I've ever seen. She gets much more justice, in my opinion, in World Beyond than she did on the main show.
So much better than she was, stupping Father Gabe.
Yes, much better. She's a much better character. She delivers some range. I'll just give you that. She delivers some range. But speaking of the Maggie and Negan spinoff, they said something interesting in the fact that they said Negan might resort to some of his old ways, which is just an excuse for me to drag him and talk my shit because I don't understand. I just hope they don't retcon like the ending that The Walking Dead gave Negan and Maggie because I thought it was such a perfect moment. And nobody really wants to see them keep going at it. Like, she's not going to kill him. So there's no point in having them beef unless it's for a legit reason. So I'm curious as to what is going to happen. I can see if he's going back to his old ways, why it may trigger Maggie.
Well, I could also see him get into a situation where he feels he needs to play the role of the earlier Negan in order to like gain respect or get out of a situation, and that could definitely trigger Maggie.
Definitely. So I'm interested to see how it goes. I'm gonna try to keep an open mind, but sometimes I can't help myself. I really just can't stand the character. Don't let Jack hear me because he would be furious.
I mean, there are things that people do that are not really that forgivable, and
that's what I try to explain this to Jack and several other people. But Jack, they love their Negan. I'm like, but that don't excuse some of the crap they did. Because I was talking with somebody else too, and it was like they really wrote some harsh things for Negan and the Saviors in the beginning. Like, we cannot just forget that. Like, I understand everything he's done this far, but you cannot forget the beginning and all the horror he's done. I can't forget that. Like, it's easy to get lost in the current story, and that was years ago. But it's like I don't forget. I rewatch the show too much for me to forget what has happened. So, but that's just me.
Well, I'm actually thinking about doing a video on why people like bad guys so much, because obviously I'm considered a bad guy, and I have a lot of fans, and it's pretty amazing. And I'm actually going to try to see if I could bring in a pop culture psychologist. I mean, an actual psychologist to talk about why people like bad guys. I mean, my other half likes Michael Myers. She likes Darth Maul. She likes Grand Moff Tarkin. She likes, all the baddies. It's amazing to me.
I like bad guys to an extent, but I like bad guys that know they're bad guys. Like, I don't really care for the redemption stuff. Like, I don't need my bad guys redeemed. I like the confidence in them knowing who they are. They're confident in their role, and they're striving for their success. That's just what I like to see from it.
Yeah, but being confident in their role and having their goals. I mean, good bad guys don't ever think they're the bad guy. They just...
Some do, though. Some do, and those are my favorite bad guys.
So you like
for example, the Suicide Squad. They know they're bad guys. Like, they embrace their role. Like, the Joker loves what he does, and that's what makes him such a fascinating character. Like, I don't know. Just characters like that is kind of what I'm talking about.
And Michael Rosenbaum this past weekend at Steel City re-uttered his line, "I am the villain of the story." So he knows
that's
thing.
My type of character. It's my type of character right there. Like Alpha, that's why she's one of my favorites, because she knew her role. She was unapologetic about it. Like, but we can start the trivia if you want.
Yeah, why don't we go ahead and start throwing out some questions, and then you can keep track of the first person to answer correctly in the chat. and we'll just tally it up at the end, and whoever's gotten the most first correct answers, I guess, will get a prize. Of course, you're going to have to email me to give me your address. The prize is, I don't have it with me, it's upstairs, but it is it's from McFarlane Toys. It is the set of Morgan and the walker when he was in his clear mode. So it's a boxed action figure set, and that is the prize for the winner tonight. So we're gonna actually have to start talking to some Walking Dead merch places and say, hey, donate some prizes for this shit. But this is actually coming out of my personal collection. But don't feel too bad. I didn't pay for it. It was given to me by McFarlane Toys. So we interviewed Todd McFarlane way back, way back. But you will win Morgan Jones in action figure form.
So we're doing this at the end like how we did last time, so in a similar fashion? Or
well, I mean, do we want to keep track of every single one? Do we want to do a warm-up? Maybe do a warm-up, and then after that, whoever gets the answer in the chat correctly first, we'll write them down. And every time, we'll write down whoever does it first for each question. And if it's the same person as did it before, we put another mark by their name, and whoever has the most at the end,
let me get a list going.
Them. Ms. Kayla's excited about the prize. But yeah, we'll do the one warm-up question.
Okay, warm-up question.
And I will write down my answers too, but I will not reveal what I think until, tabs up. What are we going to give them? 30 seconds, 60 seconds?
Well, they don't need that long. They get, because I don't want nobody looking up the answers. They get a good 20 seconds.
20 seconds.
20, 30. Depending on the question. Yeah, 20 something seconds.
I mean, if you have to quote War and Peace, that'd be a problem. But, all right, here's the warm-up. This one counts for nothing, just like whose line is it anyway?
All right, we rolled yellow. So yellow is, let me look at that again. That is events and milestones. The question is, how many days passed before the disease went global? Is it 10? Is it 55? Or is it 63? Looking for the chat. First one. Don't be cheating, y'all. Don't be cheating. I gave y'all 3 answers. I ain't seen no guesses. Some folks is doing the math. We got 1 answer.
Now, even if you see someone put out an answer, put out yours because they may not be correct.
Exactly. I ain't saying nothing. It's the first one who has it correct.
Well, all 3 answers have been represented at this point.
Yep, and the correct answer was 63, which Daniel Sevilla, I'm sorry if I butchered your name, Jr. has. I'll just go with Daniel.
I put 55.
Well, that one doesn't count for anything, unfortunately, Daniel, but you get the gist. You would be in the lead if we were counting it.
Well, the next one will be counted, and hopefully we'll get some party crashes in here.
All right, y'all ready?
You get to talk to us, so it's all good. All right. First one to actually count. And I can't win any prizes. It's that disclaimer that streamers on this channel are not eligible for prizes.
Very unfortunate. Purple. And the card says... purple also is characters. So, what name did the governor use when he met the Chambers family? You can get this wrong, Governor. You cannot afford to get this wrong. You lose your eye patch if you get it wrong.
Yeah, I can't get that wrong, possibly. I mean, if a question was meant for me, that was the question.
Yeah, Cody, I had realized I forgot the chat. The stream is just like a few seconds behind.
And actually,
Yeah,
that
so
name comes into kind of a inside the books. That name has more significance. I guess we should unveil.
yes, the correct answer was Brian Harriet.
I just put
So
the first name, so I don't think we need the
so
last.
no, it's fine. First name is fine. So Cody got that one. So Cody is in the lead yet again for another prize this week.
Of course, if he never contacts me, I'll still have Morgan Jones. So
Right, Cody, you got to reach out. All right. So Cody has 1 point. I'll just do one. Okay, rolling the dice. Blue. And that is episodes. In the episode First Time Again, who urges Tobin to help him kill Rick? I'll read it again. In the episode First Time Again, who urges Tobin to help him kill Rick?
I don't think my answer is correct because I don't think I know the name of the guy, but I'm putting down a name. Cody says he will
Tiffany,
contact.
your stream might be a little bit behind. You may want to like refresh it. Make sure you
Yeah,
click
she
on the
said she's
live
going to
button.
log out and log back in again.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure I'm wrong.
We do have a correct answer in the chat. And this one goes to Black Cats. So, Governor, what you got?
I put Spencer, but I didn't think it was right.
It is not Spencer. It is Carter, in fact. He died, I think, in the same episode right at the end. So I think the same episode he was introduced. He was a really annoying one that he had the meeting in the pantry, and Rick and I think Morgan walked in and Rick delivers the line, you really think you're going to take this community from me, from Daryl, from Machond, from Glenn? So, yeah,
He didn't
that
know
was Carter.
who he was fucking with.
Not at all. All right. On to the next. Blue again. So again, this is episodes. Who broke? Oh, yeah, Blue's episodes. Okay. Who broke open the doors to Herschel's barn? Everybody should get this right. So this one's a race. Cody is on a roll. I'm sorry, y'all. Cody got another point.
All right, I thought it was Rick Grimes the dickhead because I haven't rewatched that episode in so long. Season 2 is like my least favorite season. Maybe I'll change
You
my
didn't
mind.
know it was Shane? Remember Rick was holding the walker because he was coming back with Herschel. Herschel was trying to teach him how to lure him into the barn, and Shane was not having it.
It's hard for me to imagine Shane doing anything good after Otis.
Well, I guess technically it wasn't supposed to be good, but it actually worked out because Sophia was in there, unfortunately.
Well, I don't know.
Spoiler
how good
alert
that
if you don't
was.
know that.
I mean, I guess that gave Carol some closure, but
Yeah, it was necessary, but how he went about it was not right. All right, on to the next. Purple. Characters. And who accidentally shot Carl while aiming at a deer? Who accidentally shot Carl while aiming at a deer? Not Rob. Who is Rob? Selds?
Yeah.
Rob.
I-
You thinking
I-
Game of Thrones? I don't know. I don't know about no Rob. I don't remember nobody named Rob in The Walking Dead. Looks like Ron. No, not Ron, Daniel. You're thinking a little further ahead. This was in season 2. Because remember, it said who was aiming at the deer. So the correct answer was Otis. Is that what you had, Governor?
Of course. I just mentioned his name.
Otis.
And I'm like, now we have a. After
I
what
was
Shane
hoping
did to
you'd do that
Otis, and then the next answer is fucking Otis. But
So
looks like
Tiffany
Tiffany.
got this one. Yep.
All right. I might be able to just drop it off at her house if she wins. That'll work for me.
All right, on to the next. I'm sorry, Tiffany. On my chat, it shows Cody came through first for the last question.
Mine
Yours
too.
was, it says Cody, then Miss Kayla, then yours.
Type like the wind. Don't break
All
it.
right, rolling. Oh, I missed the box completely. All right, there we go. Oh, green. Green is wild card. What? Oh, this one's so easy. What was painted on the door to the hospital cafeteria? What was painted on the door to the hospital cafeteria? If y'all get this wrong, I'm gonna need y'all to rewatch the entire series. That is your punishment.
It looks like we got.
We got a winner on that one, and it is Don't Open Dead Inside. Miss Kayla takes the cake on this one.
Actually said don't dead open inside. If you want to be technical about it, because you know. But I actually put it as it appeared.
Oh, you did it the right way. Okay, I got to give you a brownie point for that one.
Yeah, that and $5 will get me a cup of coffee.
So far, Cody has 2, Black Cat has 1, Tiffany has 1, Miss Kayla has 1.
Anybody's race. Anybody's prize.
It is still early in the game, y'all. It is still early in the game. Let's put this one back. All right, let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Blue. Blue is episodes. Who accidentally dropped the key to Rick's handcuff down a pipe? Who accidentally dropped the key to Rick's handcuffs down a pipe?
I'm watching.
Such an intense scene. I remember. But I didn't feel bad
Me neither.
when it happened.
It looks
The
like we
universe
got a lot
sometimes
of
gives us
correct
justice.
answers, but there's one. Selling.
TJ. Yes, Selds, you were the first one on my screen, so you get the point for this round. Congratulations.
I mean, I was reflecting on that episode, so really.
What'd you
should
put? Let
remember
me
that
see. What'd you put?
one. I put
Governor?
T-Dog.
Oh, okay. I look at the chat more than I look at the screen.
T-Dog. See? I don't know if you can
T-Dog,
see.
that was my guy. I mean, his sacrifice for Carol was epic. I mean, he was already bitten, but I just had so much respect for him. He went too soon. He went way too soon.
But speaking of people who were sacrificed for Carol, poor Lou Temple. Axel.
I know that one shook me to the core. I did not expect that one.
I'm
Yellow.
I'm just amazed. All the prisoners that they met all died.
Yep, those secondary characters do not last too long. Yellow is events and milestones. What ring did Lori wear around her neck? Pretty simple, pretty simple. Y'all lucky I ain't picking them because they would have been hard.
I might have a chance to, except I don't win shit.
What ring did Lori wear around her neck?
Henry, you just got here. It's okay. You can still play her.
Yeah, the points are still relatively low. You can get on the board and, still be ahead of the people who've been playing so far. So.
All right. It looks like Ms. Kayla, I think, has the correct answer as long as I'm right.
Yes, the wedding ring. She had Rick's wedding ring. That is correct. Ms. Kayla, you are now tied for first place.
But it's still anybody's game. First place is only 2 points, so people with one point who can certainly jump up.
We are rolling dice and keeping it moving. Yellow. So we're going back to events and milestones again. Aside from rescuing Merle, what items did Rick want to retrieve in Atlanta? So now think the second time going back, y'all. Aside from rescuing Merle, what items did Rick want to retrieve in Atlanta?
Do 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 do.
Tiffany, you're gonna have to find a new device or something that can keep up.
Yeah, maybe head on your phone. That might work. I think we have a third person in first place.
No, wait, who you got on your screen? Oh, yeah, you're right. We do. Selds, that's what I got. Is that who you got?
Yep, that's what I got.
Selds, you are now tied in a 3-way first place tie. Come on, some of y'all need to get on the board. Y'all better refresh y'all devices. I'm going to give y'all a second because they are crushing y'all. They
I
are
had
crushing
guns.
y'all. No, but Atlanta was super iconic.
Yep.
Tiffany, you better use some of that good old data. There are prizes on the line, man. Prizes. I can see if this was just for fun, but there are prizes. Morgan Jones.
While people are
Do not
refreshing,
pass
I'll
up,
actually go up
Morgan.
and get that set so I can display it and people can spy it. So I'll be right back.
Roger that. Let me see what y'all talk about. Guns and a hat. I think he already had his hat, didn't he? Glenn went back for that, but he didn't get the guns, right? No. They got the hat at the same time. The hat was with the guns, right? Yeah, I need to do a rewatch. I remember Glenn grabbing the bag and the hat, I believe. And then Glenn gets snatched up. And yeah, I think it was a mess. It was a mess. No, so there wasn't no radio. How you answer twice? Cody, unfortunately, I have to go by. You were second on my chat. I have to go by what mine says, to be fair. And the governor, ours seem to be in sync. I don't know why y'all chat ain't. Like, I know, like, there's like a setting where you can there's top chat and live chat. I have mine on live chat, so all messages are visible. Because some messages don't pop up if you only do top chat. So I have it on live chat. Maybe that's why y'all not seeing each other's answers. But on mine, Selds was first. Miss Kayla, it's only fun because you winning. Well, tied to win. I know there's some people frustrated because I know me, I hate to lose. But there is still plenty of time for y'all to get on the board.
All right, I have returned. Ooh, minty
That's
box.
an awesome prize. I want to play. I'm about to get on my other profile. Y'all ain't even gonna know it's me.
Cheater. Yep, it's the box is in good shape, not really worn. So if you're an inbox collector, this is in pretty good shape to display. Or you can break them out. and make everything clear.
That was a good prize. No, but yeah, I agree, Daniel. That deleted scene was epic, and that was also like a teaser to the governor, I believe, or wasn't it? Like, or it could have just been any random like raiders. But I
and
thought,
Vatos were found.
Don't you think it was the governor?
It could have been. I mean, they went at least towards the city, but
Right,
I'm
I feel
not
like it was
admitting
foreshadowing,
anything
but-
because my lawyer said to shut the fuck up about stuff. So
Yeah, that was awesome. But I'm glad there's so many deleted scenes that they have not given us, and they've given us less and less over the years. Like, I remember they released that fake scene of Maggie getting the Negan death. I remember there was an amazing scene deleted in that season 7 finale with Rick Michonne and Carl in that conversation. I'm like, they be deleting some of the best scenes too. And then there's just some alternate cuts of scenes that are also amazing. So there's definitely a lot of content. I'm hoping they do like a complete series, package, and they just give us a whole bunch of additional deleted scenes and just a bunch of content we haven't seen.
if it's gonna make
'Cause I
them
do
money,
wanna buy
they'll
it.
probably do it.
I hope so. All right, on to the next question. Y'all have some time to reset.
Thanks, Henry, but Lily made sure that I wouldn't come back.
I would have liked him to suffer a little bit longer, but
I wish
Hello.
she had just fucking missed, and I would have recovered from my wounds.
okay, this is a good one. I got blue, so this is episodes. Who discovered Jim had been bitten during the attack on the camp? There's a lot of season 1 and 2 questions. I'm about to shuffle this up a bit.
I'm not sure. I'm gonna guess.
That's a good question. That's one I would ask.
Goofy's a give us a hard question. Just did. Yeah, I think I got
Literally.
it wrong.
The first one I see is
Henry?
Henry. Yep, Henry Lemon. Jackie. Jackie was the correct answer. Governor, would you have?
I put Andrea. I was fucking wrong. I actually was thinking Amy too, but
Miss Kayla, that was close enough.
I
Sorry,
bet
you
the
were not
actress who
first.
played Jackie, she is such a lovely person. I gotta tell you, she was very sweet.
Henry, you are on the board.
Still anybody's game.
Nobody has more than 2 points. So literally all you need to do is get on the board and you are fierce competition. So let's do this. On to the next. Green. This one is wild card. How was the Alexandria community powered? How was the Alexandria community powered? Miss Kayla didn't waste no time.
She
That's
did not-
funny.
Well,
She
the
just-
incentive of seeing this awesome prize.
She getting her Morgan Jones prize. I know that's right, Miss Kayla.
She's like,
Miss Kayla took the
need
lead
Morgan.
with 3. Miss Kayla first, Cody second, North is 63rd, Black Cats is 4th, Henry 5th, Glenn 6th. Everybody else, y'all just way down
Yeah, I
there.
put solar, but I think they also supplemented it with gas generators.
Facts, Black Cats. Miss Kayla be typing like that Kermit the Frog meme. Miss Kayla is not playing. It's too funny. All right. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. I'm trying so hard to type fast. That's hilarious. All right, let's roll the dice. Let's roll the dice. Orange. Orange is locations. Who broke the owl statue in Jesse's home? Who broke the owl statue in Jesse's home?
Wow.
That was a good question. Governor, I take it you might not know that one.
I don't think I do. I'm not even going to waste the paper. I would have
Dang,
thought...
Miss Kayla. Dang, you might have to give somebody a chance. No, it was not Rick. That's funny. He did break one of the sculptures, but it was not the owl statue. That was Sam.
I was going to
remember?
write down Rick, but I'm like, I don't think he did.
It was Sam because remember he was upset about some of the events that happened at home between his mom and dad, so he took it out on the owl statue, and so Carol was the one that figured that all out.
Nobody
But
answered.
it was Sam.
Oh, somebody did answer Pete.
Pete.
Porch Dick Pete.
All right, Miss Kayla's steamrolling y'all now. She got 4. Cody has 2. Black Cats has 1. Tiffany has 1. Miss Kayla has 4. Selds has 2. And Henry Lamone has 1. So get on the board, y'all. Get on the board. Y'all got to beat Miss Kayla. Miss Kayla, you got to give them like a 2-second head start.
No,
you really
she doesn't.
don't,
She's like,
she really don't.
I'm getting Morgan.
I don't think she would have did it anyway. That's funny. All right, y'all ready? Y'all better warm up y'all keyboards. Get them fingers ready. You have them already on some keys or something. Blue, we are doing episodes. Who did Rick tell Morgan over the walkie-talkie that Atlanta now belonged to? Who did Rick tell Morgan over the walkie-talkie that Atlanta now belonged to?
Not that he heard, necessarily.
It's fitting to have a Morgan question for when Morgan is the prize. So who does Atlanta belong to, according to Rick Grimes?
And we're looking for the actual phrase.
Oh, Miss Kayla didn't even know this one. Nah, she was giving y'all mercy.
Yeah, nice sandbag in there. Shall we unveil?
Do the honors.
Well, I think it was the dead.
And that is the correct answer. The correct terminology, too, was the dead.
You
So
didn't-
Cody had the technical right answer.
belongs to the dead now.
Yes, Rick did not say walkers. He said the dead. Sorry, Sells. I got to go with technicality on that one. So Cody has 3 now. I'm sorry. We got to get harder. We got to be very specific with the wording, y'all. The dead. All right. Rolling on. We rolling on.
If there's
Yellow.
a tie, I have a great tiebreaker question.
Roger that. Yellow. Events and milestones. Where does Rick take Morgan and Dwayne so they can shower and stock up on ammunition? Where does Rick take Morgan and Dwayne so they can shower and stock up on ammunition?
I'm ready.
We got a winner already. It is Goofy. New person on the board.
I put sheriff's office / department. You know, I don't know that it was technically the police department building because it was the sheriff's department, but you know, whatever they want to call it, police station. I think is
They called it police station, but that all works. I know what you guys mean for that one.
All right, we have a new contender.
Goofy is now on the board, y'all. All hope is not lost. Miss Kayla is giving y'all mercy. Even though she was second. She was close. She was typing. But Goofy was not having it. All right, we're going to keep it rolling on, y'all. We're going to keep it rolling on. Orange. That is locations. What cell block quarantined the sick members of the prison group during the flu outbreak?
I'm taking a stab at this. With a
What
shank.
cell block quarantined the sick members of the prison group during the flu outbreak?
Miss Kayla's
That's a pretty
fingers
good question.
actually hurt from working. What do you do with your fingers all day? Death row.
Mm-hmm. All right, Governor, show us what you got.
I put a big letter D. Am I right?
And this one took everyone for a loop. It was not cell block D. It was, in fact, cell block A. So the point has to go to north of 60. He
Wow.
was one of the few. North of 60, and Glenn got it correct. I think everybody thinks it's D because that's where the walkers were first found, but that is not where they quarantined them.
I think they're all just looking for a little D.
I think it's because that Glenn line, because he shouted, "Walkers in D!" And everybody's like, oh, it must be D. They must have quarantined them there. That was a good question, though.
Sorry, a little bit of the flu, just to be in keeping with the questions.
I'm glad one of these stumped the chat, because the chat be going undefeated sometimes. All right, let's keep it rolling. What's this? All right, let's keep it rolling. Yellow. Events and milestones. All right. Who beat you? Wait, what? Who beat Eugene for lying about being a scientist? Oh, everybody should get that one. Nah, it's just a race. I was confused for a second. I'm like, who beat on Eugene? I'm like, wait, what?
Who wouldn't want to? Laura, I don't know if it's the flu. It's a cold that won't go away. Looks like...
Cody, I don't know. You got to argue with the card creators, but that was the official answer. And these are AMC approved cards. So
I think Henry got a point.
I believe Henry did. The correct answer was Abraham Ford.
So we'll take Abe. We'll take Abraham. We'll take
Abraham.
the guy whose
No,
ass
they didn't put
itches.
Ford. They just put Abraham. They didn't put Ford. I don't even know what the camera. Y'all can't see it no way. So yeah, we have Henry is tied for third place. Miss Kayla is in the lead with first place, and Cody is in the lead of not in the lead, but he's in second place. It's Kayla with 4, Cody with 3, Henry and Sells with 2, Goofy north of 60, Tiffany and Black Cats have 1 point.
So when do we want to end this? Do we want to end it at 10? You know, when the hour's up? Or do we want to... How many questions has it been so far? I don't even know. Do we want to do a certain number of questions?
I have to add up all these points. You're making me do math. 4, 5, 9, 11, 13, 15. There's been 15 questions.
Why don't we go to 20?
I'm cool with that. All right, y'all ready? Let's keep it going. So that still gives somebody a chance to join in and win. You just have to be first each and every time.
Right. You'd have to tie Ms. Kayla, and then there'd be the tiebreaker question, which I'll reserve for next week if, you know, no one gets it. If it's unneeded.
Yellow. Events and milestones. After the bus died, what vehicle did Abraham's group use? After the bus died, what vehicle did Abraham's group use?
Yeah, I'm not even sure on that one, so I'm not
The
waiting
chat
for
is
the paper.
on this one. Cody, it is not a van. It is indeed a fire truck. The point goes to Miss Kayla. She is now at 5. So she got a pretty strong lead.
So nobody can really, who hasn't been put on the board yet, can catch up.
No, not at all. If you ain't on the board, keep playing, but I don't think you're going to win this one. There are no prizes for second place. I'm sorry to tell you that.
Because we don't have a budget.
At all. All right, y'all ready? Let's keep it rolling on. Yellow again. Who stole rations after stopping other Alexandria residents from raiding the food pantry? Who stole rations after stopping other Alexandria residents from raiding the food pantry?
Well, let's see.
Thank you, Laura.
And I think we got a challenger for Miss Kayla.
Indeed, we do. Henry said he is in it to win it. Don't count him out just yet. I got Henry as the first correct answer with Spencer.
Which I got that right.
So, Henry, you now have 3 points. You are tied for second with Cody.
No, Carol just made sure that she stole some weapons. Nice thought, Laura. Carol just made sure that she had some weapons in case Rick needed them.
I missed the damn thingy already. Blue. Episodes. What was the title of the 6th season finale episode? What was the title of the season 6 finale? I just reworded that for y'all.
I'm not writing down in it. I don't recall exactly what it was. So I'm not going to embarrass myself any more than I already am. I mean, hell,
This
I lost
one
an
you
eye.
type a little bit for, so get them them fingers moving. Oh, Henry's in it to win it. He ain't playing. Miss Kayla, you better get on it because Henry is he's now in second place, officially untied. Gotta give it to him.
So how many is that? Is that 18 questions?
I don't know. I was hoping you would keep track.
Oh, shit.
But I think so. I think so. So I believe, yeah, we have 2 more. So we've only given out 3 points. I believe.
Tiffany, calm down.
Yeah, Tiffany, that was the season 7 opener, not the season 6 finale. Last day on Earth, Simon had the line something about this might be the last day on Earth for someone you love. So yes. So one more
the day
question.
will come when you won't be. I mean, I type in all the titles to the reaction videos, so. But,
Yeah. So.
But I didn't
if,
react to a lot
if Henry
before
gets
7.
this right, it's gonna be a fight for a tiebreaker between Miss Kayla and Henry. So I kind of hope that happens because I want to see it, but y'all get ready.
So we got 2 more. So.
True, that is true. But there's a chance that either of them might, you never know how this could go. Orange. Orange is locations. Who drove the RV into the burning barn to pick up Rick? Well, this is a good one. Y'all really got to know y'all characters for this one. Who drove the RV to the burning barn to pick up Rick? That was a good question. Anxiously waiting to see the first answer. Uh-oh. Tiffany got this one. She wasn't playing. Tiffany was not playing. She said, get me up there.
I didn't even have an answer for that.
It was good old Jimmy. Tiffany got that one.
So wait, there was a Jimmy, but there was in season 1 a Jim. I thought that nobody in the Walking Dead universe has the same name, unless you're a descendant.
Technically, one of them was missing an M and a Y, but... Because Jimmy's like... No. I guess Jimmy can be a name. I thought Jimmy sometimes used as a name.
Was there a James at some point? I'm not even sure.
I don't think anybody was called James.
Except for Lenny.
All right, go ahead then, Tiffany. All right, Henry, this is your last chance to tie it up. Otherwise, Miss Kayla is taking the cake home. Y'all ready? Let's roll the dice. Let's roll the dice. This one's for the money. Purple. Purple is characters. Who negotiated the deal to stop the Saviors with Gregory? Who negotiated the deal to stop the Saviors with Gregory?
I got
This
my
one's
guess.
for the money. This one is for the money.
But I will say it's not Jimmy.
It is not Jimmy or any of the gems. Ooh, Selds took the point on this one. Selds took the point for 3.
I thought you're talking about on the Savior's side.
Nope.
That confused me.
I read it twice. Who negotiated the deal to stop the Saviors with Gregory? To stop. Yeah. To
With
stop
Gregory.
this. Gregory. That was Maggie. Rick said he better not.
Yeah, I thought it was Simon that was on the other side.
Simon does the dealings, but yeah, this was to stop the Saviors. So this was the infamous decision that we all still talk about to this day, where Rick and Co decided to take on the Savior outpost for food. So if we're ending it there, Cody has 3, Black Cats has 1, Tiffany has 2, Miss Kayla has 5, Seltz has 3, Henry has 4, Goofy has 1, and North of 60 has 1, which would crown Miss Kayla the winner.
The winner of the Morgan Jones. Ooh. So Ms. Kayla, you can go to fandomspotlight.com and fill out the contact me form and provide your address so that I can send this out to you.
He's all official with it. I love it.
Well, try to make it easy as possible. But yes, definitely, yes, get me your address. Please don't tell me you live in the Netherlands. I should have made it clear. You're in the U.S., I hope, right? I think from now on we'll have to talk to different Walking Dead merch sites and see if we can get online gift cards, so we don't have to mail shit.
That's what I want to do. So Cody, make sure you email me, and you really should do it now while I'm on here because I have no way to contact you.
Great. Ms. Kayla's in the U.S., and she's sending me her address, so if it's close enough, I will deliver this in person in costume, but I have a feeling that you're not that close. What state are you in, Ms. Kayla? Don't tell everybody where you live. Just me.
I'm a bit more simpler. I only need Cody's email, so I could just email him his gift card to the Walking Dead Universe store.
I actually got contacted by these people. They wanted to fly me out to Minnesota to show up in costume for somebody's birthday. And I'm like, you really wanted to? Are you sure?
They didn't want you to be a clown, did they?
No, they want me to be the governor. Probably would have had to put out too. Mississippi, you're not close enough. Sorry, Ms. Kayla. I'll be using the post office to send you this.
So yeah, we're gonna try to do trivia every other Monday because that's just when I'm off. The days I work one week, I don't work the next week. So we're gonna do every other Monday and try to do it up until either I think Dead City's next. Dead City or Fear, so whatever the next one is. Show.
I mean, I posted on the community tab dates up through February, but we'll probably do March and then, April until we start back with the reaction panels.
Yeah, so the next date for this would be the 26th, day after Christmas.
Yep. So try to find the holiday questions because there aren't any. But
I don't think there's no holiday questions.
I'll bring in Herschel's head, and he'll have a hat on at least. We'll do something like that. And Black Hat says, I don't even care if we play for a prize. This was fun.
Good. I'm glad y'all enjoyed it. Because I just enjoy reading the questions. Because I know all these answers. Y'all know I'm too good. I'm too nice. My fact sheet be too strong. Even though I'm still going to do a rewatch of the series anyway. Because I just enjoy the show so much.
Yeah, you see, some of us have to put other facts inside our head other than Walking Dead trivia.
My mind is literally like 90% The Walking Dead, 10% everything else. 10% the rest of life.
So they're saying Fear might come in February. I mean, I enjoyed Fear Season 6. Right up to the end. And then Season 7, I just did not thrill me. It was just... I started it, and...
the writing choices were very questionable.
Yep. So...
Fear's hit or miss, which is what sucks.
I mean, I know that Madison's been found, and she's alive and all that shit, but, I don't know what happened to Alicia. I know she was, possibly turning very slowly. Because they do procrastinate on that show.
I'm not going to be the one to spoil it for you. You guys are welcome. I'm so glad you guys came. We appreciate you guys.
Yeah, thanks for coming. And hopefully next week, Machond won't have this family... in 2 weeks, Machond won't have a family emergency. But I guess it was fun with just us two, We're good hosts.
We're keeping it live. We're keeping it real. We're keeping it fun here. We bringing the energy. It's Walking Dead. It's not hard to do. We all got the passion.
Exactly. And for those who are...
We'll definitely reach out to some more people for next time. And we'll see what we can do. It's fun. I mean, even though we can't win any prizes, it is still fun.
Absolutely. It's nice for me to make a fool out of myself here and there. If I had gotten the Brian question wrong, I would have had to just leave. There'd be no going back from that. I know everything.
Missing most of those questions would be a rewatch, but you're already planning to do that, so.
Yep, and now I'll be like, remember we had a question about this shit. So if you are also a fan of Sons of Anarchy, within a couple days we will have the Sons of Anarchy panel from Steel City Con on Fandom Spotlite. And if you watch over the next couple weeks, make sure you subscribe to Fandom Spotlight because we got a Thora Birch panel, we got an Aliens and Terminator panel with Lance Hendrickson, Michael Bean, who was in Walking Dead, and Edward Furlong. We've got Paula Abdul's panel. She was not scheduled to do a panel at Steel City, but since Giancarlo Esposito had to cancel, they had a slot open, and she was so nice to come and answer questions. So all that stuff is coming up on Fandom Spotlight. And thanks, everyone, for showing up. What do you got going on? Tell them, Tomaj, what's in the hopper since the red wedding is behind you.
I'm trying to survive the rest of Game of Thrones. The Red Wedding was just posted. I just lost Rob and Kat, so there's a grieving process with that, as you guys understand. Spoilers if y'all didn't know that. I'm sorry. It is a decade old almost. But other than that, I am watching more positive things. I'm watching, the Star Trek universe. Over on Patreon, we have Discovery. We're on season 4, almost caught up. We're doing Voyager. We're also watching the spy show, which is amazing, called Alias, as well as Battlestar Galactica. We are on the final season of that, which we are thoroughly enjoying. What else am I doing? I'm doing so much. I'm doing Doom Patrol for anybody who likes that. I got to get my DC fix in. I am thinking about doing The Last of Us when that comes out next year. But other than that, I don't want to pick up too much because it's holiday season and my schedule's already insane. So I think that's all I'm doing for now. And any Star Wars show that comes out, of course, I'll do that because I just love Star Wars.
So Ms. Kayla is asking where to go on the site. If you go to the info menu on fandomspotlight.com, you'll see a contact us, and that will bring you to a form you can fill out. Cody's asking for your email, Tomaj. So
I just sent it in the chat.
Okay.
Again. But it's also under any of my videos, Cody. So if you go click on any of my videos, go to the description. All my contact information is on there. Tomaj, are you planning on watching House of Dragons after Game of Thrones? Yes, I am. I also have some other things I'm planning to do with Game of Thrones that I will announce in the coming weeks. It's more so going to be, it'll be for everybody, but I'm planning to do some podcasts with a fellow reactor. And but it's going to be more about, we're in season 5 on Patreon, so we're kind of going to be talking more about season 5. We'll probably talk about the whole series up to that point, but we're going to try to do it maybe like a weekly thing and talk about each episode. So that should be fun. So I'll be a little bit ahead.
I looked in the chat. I didn't see your email pop up. It may be like...
Y'all don't see it? I've put it like 3 times. It's Big Bro, Lil Sis, LILSIS, reacts at gmail.com. I don't know why it's not going through.
It may be something in the chat settings to keep people from, spamming and shit. Or it could be because the @ sign, you're like adding someone in the chat. And Cody, worst comes to worst, just go to Fandom Spotlight and fill out the contact form and I can pass it on.
Yeah, that's easy to do too.
So. But, let's see. We got some other... Sons of Anarchy was terrific. I've actually never watched it, so... But, Tiffany, glad you had fun. Now get back to work. No, I'm kidding.
I don't have any Fear the Walking Dead trivia cards. I don't even know that any exist. I would literally have to... It'll be on YouTube, Laura, the podcast. It won't even be on my YouTube, but I'll give out more information when the time comes because I haven't figured out how exactly all that's going to work yet because I'm not doing any of the editing or anything for it. So
lucky you.
Yeah, I'm not adding nothing else to my plate. I'm just showing up and having a good time.
Well, the panels from Steel City will be on Fandom Spotlight, the YouTube channel. We already got out the Stranger Things, the Cobra Kai, and the Smallville panels from there. So more are coming. So, and keep an eye out for Governor Reflex. I'm gonna try to work on that by the end of the month. I just got a lot on my plate too. Plus we got Toy Spotlight, more stuff coming for there. So it never ends. Tomaj knows what I'm talking about.
Never ends.
And make sure you follow Tomaj over at Big Bro Little Sis and subscribe to his channel. Subscribe to Fandom Spotlight. Keep an eye out for stuff. We'll be back in 2 weeks, the day after Christmas, the 26th. Yep.
More trivia, y'all. Do y'all rewatches? That's plenty of time to get through. It's only the first 7 seasons of this, but go ahead and go beyond all of that. So, and know y'all trivia. Know the names of the walkers. Know the locations. Study them cell blocks, because y'all didn't know where the isolation part was. Study everything. Y'all better know all the horses' names. Y'all better know what color the grass was in season 2, episode 12. Like, y'all got to know everything.
But what if you go into the desert with a horse with no name? Just had to throw that out there. Just the horse's name. Good night, everyone. Thanks for being here. We will see you next time, and hopefully we'll have more people here to liven up your screen. Good night, and Governor and Tomaj, we are out. Once I click a couple goddamn buttons here. We're getting there.
Highly sedated, intoxicated. We're automated and overpopulated. We're all fish in a stream, swimming towards a vicious